A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show, and we're happy to have you join us. And I promise you that for the next 50 minutes plus, that I'll be bringing Sports Tonight to you this midweek, we will try to make it as enjoyable as possible for you. And of course, we'll do what we love to do, which is to update you and give you that information that you've been waiting for. That's exactly what we love to do on Sports Tonight, and today will not be any different. My name is Tony Bitoye. I'd like to start by introducing to you my high-profile lineup of guests, starting off the show with me this midweek. And then I'll also tell you what we are going to be unveiling for the rest of the show. You know these guys already. They are always here on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it doesn't get any better than having Tunde Koiki, content specialist with Complete Communications, publishers of Complete Sports. And they're into radio and TV these days. Absolutely. Into everything. And
fully
and Complete Sports. Yeah, and it's one of our best-selling sports dailies. Today Koiki is on the show this midweek. Today, good to have you on the show. Yeah, the good-looking Today Koiki, as I like to add. And of course, my friend to the far right, very experienced, is the news editor of Sporting Life. One of our best-selling sports dailies as well. Onye Wuchimachuku brings a lot into the show.
Equally good looking.
Also good looking. Yeah, he's a little older than Tunde anyway, but it's also good to have him.
Wine and age.
It gets better with age.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Onye is on the show. Onye, good to have you. I like the time that you guys come on the show when there is a lot to talk about, but you guys have to take it easy because I have security reports that you guys are working against Nigeria.
No, we can't work against Nigeria.
You are working against our interests.
I'm a patriot.
No, we can't. You are working for Togo.
No, we can't work against Nigeria.
Not even Egypt.
I know Onye is working for Tanzania.
Why don't you even say that I'm working for the United States? Why Tanzania?
So you prefer that?
Yeah.
Another one for Qatar.
Oh.
Bottomless pit of money.
The World Cup and everything. Oh, okay, all right. But anyway, on the lighter side, but I have confidence in these guys that they'll be able to do justice to all that we'll be talking about on the program tonight. Of course, the big issue that we started on this show yesterday, once the news broke on the BBC, it was reported by Shina Okeleji. It has to do with Sunday Oliseh being the man that everybody is now expecting will be named as Super Eagles coach. We'll talk about it extensively on the program tonight. The Nigerian Football Federation also came out with what we have called the expectations from Sunday Oliseh. We will talk about it on the program tonight as well. Today is also been very, very busy on the domestic scene. We've talked about the fact that the NFF, I mean, we should praise them when they do the right thing, although when they don't do what we feel is the right thing, we also say it. But Federation Cup this year, for the men and for the women, has been well planned, well run. So today, round of 32 games were played across Nigeria, and then round 2 games were played for the women. And guess what? Upset all the way. Defending champions Enyimba are out. Top Gun, Kano Pillars are out. Former champions, Tornadoes of Mina, are out of the Federation Cup. So it's turning out to be one good run for giant killers this year. Although one of those giant killers that we've always talked about on this show, Kukuruku Dragons, met their match in Ilorin today when they came up against Rangers International. We will talk extensively about that as well on the program tonight. So if you want to catch up with the latest around the Federation Cup, you will get all the gist on Sports Tonight this midweek. We will also spend time to talk about the women. Round 2 games were played today. Sisi will also be coming in later on, and he will be talking to us about the Falcons and about Gloria Ofuegbu. Remember her? She was the captain of Nigeria's Falconets in 2012. That amazing left back. Onye also saw her at the African Women Championship in Namibia. She's in the news, not for the right reasons. She got injured, and there are worries that if noise is not made about it, she will just be left unattended to. But that's not the spirit. And we'll talk about it as well on the program tonight. Gloria Ofuegbu, the Falcons player. Later on the show, we will have to leave football and talk about the Grand Slam currently going on, Wimbledon. Yemi Adebayo is already putting his facts together to talk to us about it. Roger Federer is going strong. Andy Murray is also trudging on, is playing. I'm sure it's also done the business. Novak Djokovic, Serena Williams, these top guns are really pulling their weight. So Yemi will be in later on the show to give us a lowdown on all that is happening around the Wimbledon. And I'm sure that will be plenty of fun for tennis lovers as well on the program this midweek, this Wednesday. All right, without wasting any more time, let's start off the show by telling you about feedback and how key you have to be on the program tonight. We want you to talk to us. We want you to react, of course, to all the issues as we raise them on the program tonight. And the platforms are showing on your screen. But remember, what you are seeing on your screen is that old Twitter handle at Tony Ibitoye is still working, but unfortunately it's not working tonight. But you can replace that with the new one that we spoke about yesterday and on Monday. That is at Tony_Ibitoye. If you tweet at that, we'll be able to read it tonight. All right? So all those other platforms are working, they are okay, but just a slight adjustment to the last one, which is my personal handle at Tony_Ibitoye. That's the one we want you to use to talk to us tonight. But we are still going to be active, of course, on YouTube, www.channelstv.com, and of course, youtube.com/channelsweb. We will be live. You watch us live, streaming live on YouTube. So all of that is still available to you. And if you want to watch on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, just click on m.channelstv.com. I'm sure you're familiar with all of these. And then download the Channels app for Android, iOS, Windows from their respective stores. And what that helps you to do is helps you to carry channels with you wherever you go, and you are able to follow all that we're doing on the show. All right? So that's just the information that we want to give you for feedback. And don't forget that as you watch us and send those comments, please just indicate where you're watching us from so that we can really appreciate you more and be able to identify with the peculiar nature of your message. We want to identify where you are tweeting from. Don't forget, tweet at Tony_Ibitoye. That's the correct one that we're going to be using tonight on the show, so we can read your comments real time on Sports Tonight. Gentlemen, let's go quickly to the issues before us. We started this yesterday, and we are still expecting you to continue to give us your feedback and your comments about it. The Nigerian Football Federation are not dilly-dallying. They are not beating about the bush. They are not setting up a three-man committee